The date for the 2015 general election was shifted by 6 weeks over security concerns. Amidst criticisms, the security agencies have promised to tackle the insurgency in the northeast within the time frame. My guest this week speaks about what's being done to address security ahead of the new date for the elections. Hello there, good to have you join us on the program this week. I'm Gloria Umezuke. Now, despite insisting on its readiness to conduct a hitch-free election as earlier scheduled, the Independent National Electoral Commission postponed the election by 6 weeks, citing security reasons. But we'll be looking at the security preparation for the 2015 elections with my guest, who is the coordinator of the National Information Center. But up ahead, the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Professor Atahiru Jega, says the postponement of the election became necessary in view of new security concerns.
INEC, not being a security agency that could by itself guarantee protection for personnel and materials, as well as voters during elections or even observers, the Commission cannot lightly wave off the advice by the nation's security chiefs. No matter the extent of INEC's preparedness, therefore, if the security of personnel, voters, election observers, and election materials cannot be guaranteed, the life of innocent young men and women, as well as prospects for free, fair, credible, and peaceful elections would be greatly jeopardized. Consequently, the Commission has decided to reschedule the 2015 general elections thus. The national elections, i.e. Presidential and National Assembly, are now to hold on March 28, 2015. While the state elections, Governorship and State Assembly, are to hold on April 11, 2015. It should be noted that this rescheduling falls within the constitutional framework for the conduct of the elections, notably Section 76, subsection 2, Section 116, subsection 2, Section 132, subsection 2, and Section 178, subsection 2. See also Section 25 of the Electoral Act 2010 as amended.
Well, joining me now to expatiate on this matter is Mr. Mike Omeri. Mr. Mike Omeri, welcome to the program.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, precisely in 2007, May, you launched a Do the Right Thing campaign, and now you've come up with this Wage Peace 2015, which some people saw the reasons behind some of these things, but what we don't know exactly is how much impact these projects are having.
The Do the Right Thing campaign was launched in May, I think, 2012, and it introduced a number of ethical issues, of value issues, and so forth and so on in the social space. And between then and now, reviewing what we believe inspired the actions of men, Nigerian men and women, were largely driven, some were largely driven from the messaging from the Do the Right Thing campaigns that we have passed out, and others from the intrinsic values that people already have that this campaign is helping to reinforce or to even reconscientize or bring back to the memories of citizens that some of the things that we used to do and have taken for granted are values that we need to bring together and uphold today. And there are values for daily living, and there are values that can change society. Out of this, we have quite a number of examples to give of individuals who claim, that they had done some good things based on the messaging that we have sent or the engagements that we've had.
What do you mean by good things?
Well, for instance, we had one Hudu who was a taxi driver here and he picked a student from the University of Kefi, or Bingham University, sorry, who graduated and out of excitement entered his taxi, left everything that she got from the school on the day of graduation. Her certificates, her money, and so forth and so on. But the guy, after she left, and she also got monies from her classmates, they were to organize an after-school party. She left in the taxi. The guy called her, checked her, the papers she left, called her, traced the house, and returned the items and all the money the next day. He told her, look, I have everything that you left in my taxi. Don't worry, don't be confused, I'll bring it in the morning. He did. We've also met quite a number of other people like Omeri at the airport. We celebrated him, and even Governor Fashola of Lagos when he intervened in if you remember, the traffic issue. And we visited him and recognized him as doing one of the things that are variables of the Do the Right Thing campaign. And he said, well, the campaign is helping him to also reinforce. And quite a number of states, Nasarawa State, Plateau State, some of the states that I have.
So the campaign is still on?
It's still on, it has not stopped.
And now you have the wage piece, 2015.
Yeah, wage piece is circumstantial. It has to do with matters of the moment. And we just launched it, although part of the tenets of the National Orientation Agency is to promote peace, national integration, dignity of labor, and so forth, and national solidarity. So we've been having workplace peace orientation programs even before now. We have trained our staff on conflict resolution in the communities, just to ensure that we minimize, levels of tension at that level as a result of the various communal farmer clashes that we've had.
How many communities?
All over the country, in all the 774 local government areas, we have that capacity, all of them.
How do you go about these campaigns in the troubled north?
Where there are farmers and herdsmen clashes, we reach out to leaders, we reach out to those victims, and because you have accusations, counter accusations, we call them together, sit either in the chief's palace, in our own offices, working with other related groups, good government institutions, to resolve the issues. We just had one settled in Plateau State, and it was so successfully done that after the resolution of the crisis, the Fulani men, the farmers, the local communities contributed large stock of food to be shared among themselves, especially those who have lost. It was shared on the 5th of this month. It was a highly successful and unique program. It's the first of its kind. It never happened. We resolved the issue, and the people collected foodstuff to share among themselves in Nigeria. And that is why we say, if we listen to Nigerians, the real Nigerian, ordinary Nigerian right there, he desires peace and he will work for it.
It's important to have these things, properly explained, yes, given the situation we have. And right now, let's understand now, there's this announcement by the federal government that it will tackle insurgency within 6 weeks. Now, a lot of people have said so many things concerning this announcement. Many people say it's not possible, many people say it's possible, and they're just, a lot of varying views there. But where is this particular confidence coming from?
Well, I will start this way. First, it will ensure maximum security enough for INEC and citizens